One of the challenges faced by mix engineers is phase cancellation between channels, leading to a weak thin tone, low energy output, and a difficulty to place sounds in a mix. These issues must be corrected before applying EQ, dynamics, and effects. Phase refers to the timing relationship between two or more identical or similar signals when combined. Common issues include, but are not limited to, multiple mics at varying distances around a drum kit, instruments when the DI signal is combined with microphones, and multi-miking techniques around one sound source. The most common solution is to flip or invert the polarity of a signal and listen for a stronger and more present signal. However, sometimes a more precise approach is needed. When checking for phase issues, ensure that you are listening in mono. Okay, quite a simple one here. I'm just going to flip the polarity of the microphone signal at the porthole of the kick drum. I'll play it with the overheads and the room mics and just see if I prefer it or not. It's certainly scooped those low mids, it's given it more bass energy, created a bit more space. I like that. In this example, I'm looking at two microphones in an overhead pair. One of the microphones is further from the snare drum than the other, and it's leading to phase cancellation, which makes the snare difficult to place properly in the mix. Let's give it a listen. As always, make sure you're listening in mono by panning both signals down the middle. Nothing immediately obvious, but let's use our eyes and zoom in and see if we can see any issues. I can see already that the time difference between both microphones is quite obvious, so I'm going to actually measure that interval, and it's about 42 samples. That's about 1 millisecond. Change my nudge value to 42 and then simply nudge this back. That should now align the phase between both of these channels with main focus around the snare drum. Let's give it a listen. Before. After. Before. After. It's certainly given the snare more energy, more impact, and it's also slightly scooped the cymbals, which has actually created some space in there.